Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Browns' second-year cornerback.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we're in First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Browns in this matchup. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense that seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that what coaches call want to.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Shifts by him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw.
He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. On 2nd down, it's Brock. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2nd and 11. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it a gain of 12. A big first down to get away from the end zone. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1 yard is the gain. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. 1st and goal at the 1.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 23 yards on the play.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
He'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to roll him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly what they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards remain for second down. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. So here are the Browns to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're going to look to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. 2nd and 6. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit.
From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Second and 9 now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Nifty move. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Back to throw again. Touchdown, Browns. From 10 yards out.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's at cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle they go. Hicks.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Looking left side, and it's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now a play fake here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hicks. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And oh, it'll be intercepted. turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cleveland, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's loss number 3 for them.